intro right there. Hey everyone, Simon Toohey here from the Sustainable Earth Network kitchen. I am here today to make broccoli absolutely delicious. Dare me? Dare you? If you're new to the Sustainable Earth Network channel, basically our ethos is to create delicious vegetable-based dishes to look at the sustainability of food in Australia, and not only that, save a little bit of money in the back pocket and possibly utilize a whole ingredient so we can fight food waste. Today we're talking about the humble broccoli, the one that most children and even adults do not like. It seems boring, but the broccoli is a brassica, right? So basically that means it's like a thing that sprouts a flower above the ground, and they're all extremely crunchy and they're all relatively delicious, but it's only delicious when you treat it right. And there's quite a few variations. So you have things like broccolini, which is a cross between a broccoli and kale. Don't worry about that one, but it is delicious. Then you have other aspects of that. So you have like the cauliflower can be an offshoot of that, or you can have the romanesco, which is kind of like this awesome spiral one, which you kind of see sometimes in things like markets. But there's heaps of options that you can go with. All of them are really, really good and really delicious when treated right. People don't like it for many a reason. And in fact, I'm gonna go. I mean, it doesn't already appeal to me at all. Not only that, is when you throw it in a bunch of water and boil it until it turns to mush, it tastes like crap. It isn't good. It just tastes like farts. And I am actually gonna go through the process of making it the way a lot of us remember it being made, simply by taking 2 florets, throwing it in boiling water, and then boiling the crap out of it until there is no life and it is gray and ammonia-like. I mean, if you have it on its own, it's crunchy. I mean, you might be able to hear that. It's so crunchy. But in fairness, it tastes like cabbage. And I think a lot of the times we really miss that the vegetables taste better when there's an application of good heat. Like heat that's actually good, not just plain ass water. Yeah, we're so done here that, let me turn that off. We're so done here that the stem fell off the broccoli. And look at this, ready? Doesn't that remind you of the old days? Oh, I did it again. It's literally just falling apart. It is gross. And oh my God. And I don't want to eat it. But for science, I will. Ready? It's gonna taste like crap. You know what it tastes like? It tastes like the water it was boiled in. It literally tastes like water. There is nothing in this. There's no nutrients left in this at all. Not that that really matters. Well, it doesn't for me. There's no flavor in it. It tastes like water. So, oh my God, food waste. All right, fighting food waste. This is torturous. So we're gonna move on now. We're gonna make our po' boy, deep fried broccoli po' boy. And po' boy is basically just an understanding for a sick old French style baguette stuffed full of flavors. And then we're gonna add some lettuce, some mayonnaise, and just pack it out full of flavor. This is gonna be delicious. And I'm gonna make sure that when you make anything with broccoli, you will think about this dish and you will be able to make it. So we've got to start with making our tempura batter. We've got 1/4 cup of cornstarch, 1/2 cup of flour, 1.5 teaspoons of baking powder, and then soda water, 160 mils. Has to be freezing cold soda water, really important. And a block of ice in there, because the idea for a batter like this, it has to be freezing cold. If it's not cold, then when it hits the oil, it won't shock it and create a really crispy, light batter. So it's very important you do this. This is like the most important part to tempura batter. "30-second mayo," count and go. Egg in. because I used all the oil for the deep frying, we're gonna put it all in here. 1, 2, 300 mils. Oil. Big pinch of salt. Oh no, big bit of vinegar. Ah! No, not red wine vinegar. Oh no, this is definitely eating into my time. White wine vinegar. That is also eating into my time. Lid on. Eeh. Pour it in. Pour it in. Pour it in. And stop. Look at that, mayonnaise. Turn this on to 180. Milk. Huh. What does that even mean? While that's happening, I'm going to prep the broccoli. It's as simple as taking the stalks off, getting them in manageable size pieces to eat. It's not really huge. These things will cook beautifully and stay crunchy, but I reckon, you know, something, right, if you get a floret and get a half a piece, and cut it in half, sorry, you've basically nailed it. And then with this, butt off, edges off because they're really woody. Put this into your compost, and then the central parts, slice length, ways, down the guts. Perfect, done. So that's all we're wasting. That can go into the compost, no waste, thank you very much. Go to where it belongs, which is to the soil. Then we're gonna use some broccolini as well. This is a cross between a broccoli and a kale, but it was a bit of a buzz thing about 10 years ago, and it's always been sticking around. It is delicious, I think, and it works really well in this sort of dish. So considering the shape of it, we're going for it. So we have one broccoli, we have one bunch of broccolini. You can make and use as much as you like depending on how many people you're feeding. Delish, that's that. And this is at 110 degrees, so we're getting close. It says high, but it's not. It's on 103 degrees. I don't really get what you're trying to say here. I'm asking for you to be at 180 and you're saying 121. Don't beep at me like I'm an idiot, mate. The hot oil is ready, broccoli is ready. It is as simple as dousing it in the batter, which is quite thin, and then straight in. Fry, my pretties, fry. Okay, put this here. Buns out of the oven. It's all go time. All right, so I love this bread knife. Oh, listen to that. So just gonna go straight down. Biggest, whitest loaf you can find. All right, this is what we're after, look at that. So we need salt, always salt. Once you deep fry, you must season straight away because the oil is still there. So when you put it into here, you wanna season it because the oil still will allow it to stick. Look at that, look at the crispy boys on that. While the bread's still warm, we're gonna get our mayonnaise. And we really are, we've just gotta be generous with stuff like this. On all sides. Because this is just gonna be that, well, look, I know there's a lot of fat involved with this, but hey, if you wanna start complaining about vegetables being good for you, you can stick it because this is a great example of why it's not. But also this is the creamy part that's just gonna go as that sort of balance between crispy fresh and me throwing this thing out the window. Lettuce, always iceberg. Nothing crunches better than iceberg. I mean, if any Australian who's ever had a hamburger with a lot, this is the jam. Tomato, fresh tomato. Fresh black pepper. All right, you can turn off now. Fine. That is gonna be good. This is gonna be absolutely delicious. There's no doubt about it. Do not fall, stay. Wobbling oil. Everything's put together. We have the iceberg lettuce there. We have the tomatoes chopped up. We have the most amazing mayonnaise going on here. And we have our deep fried broccoli. It's got some great color. It's gonna be delicious. So I'm just gonna start putting it on. And if it gets you thinking about stuff, then we're doing the right thing. Also, I finished it off with a cumin salt. So bring it back to some lovely flavor. Thinking about that sort of final seasoning. I don't actually think I can fit any more on, but I'm gonna try. Oh, I wanna eat that. Okay, I think that's a bit excessive. Maybe that one. It's a big deep fryer. Right. Oh no. Okay, let's try cutting these in half. That's pretty good, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. I'm calling this po' boy Jenga. Try playing it at home. If you knock it over, you have to eat the whole thing. That is one epic meal. Deep fried broccoli po' boy. That compared to raw or boiled until it's gray, this is delicious. Simple, quick, give it a go. Sustainable Earth Network. What? I'm definitely too white for that.
Hey everyone, Andrew here. I'm one of the co-founders for the Sustainable Earth Network. And if you like that video, make sure to subscribe, hit that like button, and hit that bell icon so you get notified every single time we make videos. We'll see you in the next video.